Today I would like to introduce you to CaesarIA. CaesarIA is a remake of the game Caesar 3, and I know Caesar 3 is nowadays again available for purchase, like on GOG, Steam and other places probably as well. But that's fine, right? CaesarIA is a game of its own. It's a free-to-play because it's an alpha, so there will be some bugs, but it's still fun because it's a strategy game and you can always replay it and try out new strategies. I would like to show you the tutorial. I will start a new game. And we will start.
Let your governorial training begin. For a start, you should study the basics of constructing Roman settlements. Create areas for housing, and you'll soon see people arriving in your city.
If you click these people with the right mouse button, they will tell you important information about your city. You can also right click on the building. In buildings you see a description of the building and a help button where you will see how this building works. This is almost true. The texts are already implemented but not completely, so sometimes there will not be a text yet or it will not be up to date. Roads. You can build roads. Just hold down the mouse button. Carefully plan construction of roads, creating as little as possible crossroads to your residents. Travel so that they will travel wherever you want. On every crossroad, people have to decide where to go next. It limits your control over their movements. I would say that roads are the most important thing in this game. If you know how to use roads properly, or if you have a good strategy for the roads, then you will know how to win. And my strategy for the tutorial, because I played it so often already, is to simply build lots of houses in the very beginning. The beginning of the game is also when the immigrants will arrive in masses, so if I want to have a fast start, it's a good thing to build lots of houses. Oh, a god is angry with the city. That's funny because the gods are also not properly implemented yet. And that's another thing. You don't have to worry about the gods. You can build one temple if the houses require one. The houses will usually require some other buildings for the sake of being able to upgrade. But the gods will not do much. And if they do, then you can click on debug. And for example, against enemies, you can click on enemies and kill all enemies. Also, another debug which was really helpful for me to finish the third campaign was to go to city and add favor. That adds favor to... oh gosh.
Prepare against fires. Construct prefectures near houses. Prefectures send citizens to look for workers in the neighbouring area. When they pass by any houses, the prefecture has access to labour. After that, it can send prefects on patrol. When prefects find a fire, they try to put it out by using water from the nearest well. During their patrols, prefects visit any buildings they pass by and inspect them for any possible fire hazards, lowering the risk of future fires. Prefects can serve buildings within 2 tiles from the road.
That's what I was going to say. Anyway, to finish what I was saying before is that in the third campaign you will need imperial favor, and chances are you will not be able to gain it because of a bug, but you can click on debug city and gain favor, and that will solve the problem. Now back to this message. It tells us to build prefect against fire. That's great. It can also be used to fight enemies, but it's not the prefects are not very strong in fighting. The text also says to check your messages. You can see the messages, the important messages beneath the 3 heads. Next to the world map there is a scroll. These are the most important messages, and then in the bottom in the middle you can see a feather, an ink bottle, and a scroll, and these are the less important messages. But you only need the important ones. Also on the right, beneath the big or second biggest picture, you can see the options you have for building houses, removing stuff, building roads, building a well, a prefecture, or the next thing we will receive now.
Although Roman architecture was very advanced for its time, buildings in the empire fell quite often. To help you avoid this, you should construct engineering posts in your city. They work just like prefectures, sending engineers to patrol roads and repair any damage they might find. Incidentally, you can also now construct a senate. Note that there is only ever one senate in any city. The senate employs tax collectors, if it has access to labor, who will roam the streets and collect taxes from any house they pass through on their way. On the steps of the senate, you can see the unemployed of your city. The more people you see, the higher the unemployment rate. Notice how the dirt roads around the senate turn into paved roads. As an area becomes more appealing, citizens will automatically upgrade dirt roads into paved ones.
Exactly. So we will build first a prefecture, and afterwards an engineer's post. It's also good to build a senate, but truth be told, in this game it's better to rely on trade than on taxes, so the senate is more for giving you a quick overview about how much unemployment, culture, prosperity, peace and favor you have. Especially unemployment. Right now unemployment is 100%. I hope it will be changed really quickly.